How's it going? Oh, my mic is not where I need it to be. There we go. Anywho, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Seance of Blake Manor. I plan to try to finish it tonight. If I get stuck again, well then we might have to finish it tomorrow. I had to check and see where to find the solution for the code that I've been having trouble with. It turns out I had it all along. It's this little thing right here. So it's a plus, half circle, a triangle, and a diamond. Now I just have to remember where I'm going. Imagine not looking. Look. It's okay. It's because I got it forever ago, like way before I ever found this. And I didn't think to look at Miss Deane's stuff. I was looking in the priest's belongings. Because I thought it was him that was, like, searching for this. Okay, so we have a key to the locker in the bathhouse. I don't remember what number key it is. Oh. Keys. 11. Those are 17, 21. Changing room corridor. Bathhouse. Where is... None of these are 11. Oh, here we go. From Michael Scarrett. She received a threatening letter from Mr. Scarrett? I've brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next. Scarrett. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. A letter from Dr. Callahan. It seems to be part of a longer conversation. He seems to be offering to meet her and teach her some Irish magic, despite some warning or refusal from Fia on the matter. Make no mistake, my respect for my aunt is unwavering, but she's rigid in her ways, and she won't be persuaded on this. She prioritizes safety over progress, protection above any sort of advancement. You want recognition, of course you do, and I swear you shall have it. My aunt might not understand that, Evelyn, but I promise you I do. I might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and think we could help each other. Consider it, won't you? Missing pages from Miss Deane's journal. It seems like Miss Deane sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some texts. Understandably, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. I wonder how important this is to Miss Deane, that she left it behind. Well, alrighty. That actually is a major part. Are all of these locked? I'm just gonna assume yes. Locked, closed for the season, I suspect. Okay. Nothing inside. I hope you've been doing well. Okay. Secret passageway. So we have new information. Chillin'? Nice. I just ran M7 with Big Coffee Bean. Boy, was it a doozy. It's to escape his aunt's shadow. There it is. By proving his modern techniques are valid, I guess. What if I know what happened here?
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
I wonder where he is. Timetable. We have no idea where he is. I think, if I remember right, I last saw him out by the stables. So hopefully he's still out by the stables. You again? Yeah, it's me. Hello, hello. Oh, shit, he's not out by the stables. But I solved his mystery. Well, he might be in his home. In his home. In his room. Oh, boy. Where is his room? Heyo. I'm so hyped for the new raid tier coming out. We just ran the current raid tier, like one of them. Me and Big Coffee Bean did. It was so stressful. But stressful in a good way. Like, it was a lot of fun. Bar. Can I not? Oh, wait. Courtyards. Basement. Yeah, the soundtrack is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Okay, we're just gonna have to search around for Mr. Callahan. Callaghan? I can't remember. Did I just run back to the stables? I sure did. We need the gardens. I'm going the wrong way. Oh. Is anybody out here? Just hanging out in the dark? In the deep dark of night? In the spooky manor? Well, outside the spooky manor, because it's not inside. This is definitely outside. Yep. Wait, I'm assuming he's not out here. We go back. We can also check the church, but I don't think he'd be there. I have to think like him to find him? My methods are better than my aunt's. Where would I be? Miss Callahan. Can't hear anything. Okay, so he's not in his room. Ooh, I can check the bar. Atrium is this way. It'd be faster to go through the atrium, I think. Otherwise, I'll just get lost. And then it'll take us even longer to get there. Squeak. Squeak. That's the lobby. Please don't mind the clattering in the background. Big Coffee Bean is moving coins around. Damn, he's not at the bar either. Ah. Oh, history of the region in the drawing room. Oh. I don't know if it's early enough in the hour. It is. I can make it. Oh, please do not enter once a talk is in progress. Hmm. I've gotten about half the people. There's also Mr. Scarrett that I can look into. Heck. Mr. Scarrett. Number I noticed imprinted. Oh. What's it for? A menacing letter. Hmm. And I think he's actually in the drawing room, so I can't talk to him yet. Yeah. He'll be at the bar next, though. Might just need to wait till the next hour to find some of these people. Okay, so Rory wasn't in the bar, he wasn't in the hedge maze, he wasn't at the stables. Maybe the library? No. Let's wait till the next hour. Wait. Let me look at what I have. Yes. So the only way you actually get the rest of the information, you have to ask them about their timetable. It turns out they'll just tell you. I thought that they wouldn't. So some people I do actually have their updated timetable, other people I do not. Okay. So I will need to... Pretty sure at 7 is when she said she's gonna give me the key to the Blake Manor residence. It says she's in the wine cellar. She's in the library. Shenanigans. Okay, he's missing. We've already solved his. They're all protected, I think. Mysteries. Yeah, we'll just wait. Wait until the next hour, and we'll see if we can find him then. do, do. Do, 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 do. I might have just, like, shot myself in the foot doing that, though, because if he's in his room, then I won't be able to talk to him at all. But where's Mr. Scarrett? Because I do need to talk to him. Investigate. I might need to investigate his room again, actually, because I don't know if I ever opened whatever boxes in his room. A lot of the rooms have boxes. Mr. Scarrett? He's at the bar. Let's go talk to him. I feel like being able to knock on the door to the rooms would have been a good option.
We meet again, Miss.
Were you in correspondence with Miss Deane, Mr. Scarrett? Why, yes, I was. I have taken a shine to her, I won't deny. Not in that way, you understand. She has opened my eyes, and I intend to repay her kindness this weekend. What does that mean? Okay, well, that I learned basically nothing. Thanks, Mr. Scarrett. You!
Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadow by proving your modern techniques. Techniques are valid.
The thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving. It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me.
No, I'd say that's pretty normal, especially if she's like a close relative.
No. My older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was an effort to be seen, and in the end, it cost me dearly. It cost him dearly. I understand very well, Doctor.
Then maybe you can help. There has to be a way to prove to Fia that I'm not a child anymore. I've learned her ways, and I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she doesn't have. I've forged my own path, and I am her peer. If not now, then when? Take my research. Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope.
Got you. I think she's actually well scrying right now, so that works. Yep, Hedgemaze scrying. Staples. I need gardens. Nope, it probably is low because I had it low still from, when I had music going. Is that a little bit better? I keep forgetting I can't jump, so sometimes I press, like, the detective supervision. That's why everything flashes yellow. Hell yeah. No problem. Okay. I made it to the well last time, but I don't trust myself to make it there again. To the right, take another right, make a left. Left then right.
She seems a sweet girl. How old is she?
She'll be 14 in the winter.
You said that just the way my sister talks about her children, you know.
I only said she'll be 14.
It's a festive day, so you can't go. Damn.
It's not the words, dear, but the tone. Just the way a parent would talk about their child.
It so happens I might be the closest Alma has these days.
That's a terrible burden for someone so young.
No. It's a privilege. I hope I get to continue it.
Ah, Declan.
I was speaking to Dr. Callahan, and he seemed... or Callaghan. I can't remember which consonant they pronounce there. And he seems to think these could aid in your attempts to heal the well. Oh, Rory, how many times do I have to tell you? You can try these modern methods all you like, but they'll never be as robust or as studied as the old ways. Quick fixes always come back to bite you, Declan. Remember that. It seems Dr. Callahan, I'm gonna be stuttering over it all day, has been in recent correspondence with Miss Deane. And we screwed. I told him to stay away from her, writing to her behind my back, no less. She'd be the ruin of him. And you mark my words, I won't let that happen. Dr. Cal. You think it's hard for Rory being your apprentice for all these years? It's been a long road, yes. He's been in my shadow since he was small. Even now I worry that little shadow could disappear entirely inside my own. But he can still be a bit in his own head, tries to think his way through when he should be feeling instead. That'll get you in just as much trouble. That'll get you in just as much trouble as never stopping to think in the first place. He'll get there. He's just not there yet. Do you have any plans for today? Alrighty. It seems I'll be in the maze most of the day again, Declan. I've offered a few scrying sessions at the old well. Otherwise, I still have lunch at 1, and I'm seeing the drawing room talks at 3 and 5. Thank you, Ghost. Then, of course, it's time to face that damnable seance. And see what's to come of it. Alrighty.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's going to be a long day.
Have I solved her mystery? Dr. Cal is tired of living in Fiel's shadow. He wants to prove his modern approach to magic is as valid as her older ways. I'll keep an eye out for an opportunity in which he can prove this. I might not be able to do this one. I need to use these to sway his aunt and prove his methods are valid. Maybe I should ask him, like, what I need to do with it. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Oof. I still have no idea what he wants me to do for Miss Darcy.
Mr. Ward.
This is your bag of spells, then? Not sure I would refer to it as such, but it's not entirely untrue either. Please, do what I cannot and help me convince my aunt that I am ready to... I suppose you could say graduate. Miss Deane mentioned that you offered to teach her some Irish magic? Not so loud. I, don't want everyone looking for tutelage. In truth, I did. And so you don't go digging around any further, I did so behind Fia's back. She was against it. But then again, she's against everything. It would have been a move that strengthened my own position in London, which in turn would strengthen what I could bring back to protect the land here in Ireland. We cannot dig our heels in and hope the world doesn't outgrow us. To do so would be a failure in our duty.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Miss.
Okay. This is like the last hour I have to do things. So anyone whose mystery I haven't solved, I can't save. So Miss Montavani, Miss Quinn, Mr. O'Finn. Fearful that Miss Deane is going to take Dr. Callahan away from her. Father Sinnott, Mr. Scarrett, Miss Darcy, Mr. Varley, Mr. Coventry, and Mr. Doyle. I haven't solved their mysteries yet. Yeah, it's a lot of people. And I missed, like, my chance for some of them already, I think. Yeah. It's good, though. Like, I like that it's difficult. So I'd probably play it more in my own time. Like, I don't know if I'd continue to stream it after I complete it the first time round, but I would probably definitely try and solve the other mysteries when I can. The ballroom. Trying room. Okay. Maybe if I try to interact with the well, maybe that's what I need to do. He said to heal the well when he was talking to her. This is the stables again, isn't it? Damn it! But I mean, if people do want to see more of it, I can probably stream it every once in a while after I finish it. All depends. You'd say I'm lost. Man, how'd you know? Hedge maze. That's where I was going. What if I just, like... Sturdy well. I've been told it stood here since the time of the gods. Miss Cal believes that if the well is kept safe, the region will be safe from any harm the Seance may bring to it. But if not... It's covered in these markings. She drew them here to protect the well, and so in turn the land.
Ah, Dick.
I noticed that the well has been covered in these strange symbols. Would you have any idea what they mean? I should certainly hope so. I'm the one who drew them. Oh, the land here has suffered, Declan. I fear this seance and all its agendas may push her past the edge. That well is a pillar of the land. Has been since the time of the gods. If it is safe, the land will be safe. Symbols are simply protective. But I fear all these short-sighted people have left us more in need of an optician than a healer. Oh. Our goal is to... protect the well. Huh, no. I think it's bless the well to protect the land from the seance. There we go.
Miss Callahan is worried that the Seance is going to leave the region decimated, so she is trying to protect the sacred waters to stop that from happening. I should find and confront her about this.
Well, she's in front of you, so you don't really need to find her.
Ah,
Confront. Your goal is to bless the well to protect the land from the Seance's aftermath.
Well, you're not wrong. I'd do anything
She
to keep
literally
this land
said
safe.
it to us right before we confronted her.
This lot shouldn't be doing their seance, but I doubt I can stop them. Best I can do is protect the land against them. Charms and spells should do it. And yet they aren't enough. I can't figure it out. I'm getting glimpses of the future here, and it's all death. Not a tree or creature in sight, and none of my old tricks are shifting that.
Oh.
I'm at my wits' end, Declan Ward. Ward. Huh. Ward. Ha! Now that's a sign and a half.
I don't follow.
A ward is a type of protection. I reckon the universe is telling me something. I said before, you seemed like good skin. So why don't you lend a hand? Take these components and bring them to the well. Maybe you'll see what I'm missing. May the gods be with you, because they are surely counting on you.
You said I have nice skin. Okay. I should bring the Callahans here. They need to be part of this. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So we're solving both their mysteries at once. Fantastic.
So, why did you bring us both here, Mr. Ward? I have work to attend to.
Your ritual isn't working because you are divided. Times are changing, Miss Callahan. The land is changing. And to protect them, you might need to be open to change too.
Rubbish! Go on then. Let's get this over with.
I have the recipe. Now to see if I can find the ingredients that will make the ritual work. A dash of venom. Okay, well there's a venomous viper fang. Is that what I actually need, or is there another one? Okay. Metal that is blue. Bark from the tree known as yew. That's teeth. Lithium, arm of a cactus. Off-world meteor. Whoa. Oh. Some argon. Some wax. Wax. Whoa.
We did it. We did it.
You're right. We did. I'm sorry, Rory. I've been too hard on your ways. Too hard on you. I wanted the old way to be the only way. Maybe because I am the old way. Maybe I'm not ready to hand over the role yet. But now I know that when I do, you're ready for it.
Thank you, Fia. That means a lot.
Hell yeah.
Now, what was that green glow?
I'm not sure, but I feel the better for it. Reinvigorated. Whatever that lot have planned for this seance, I feel ready for them. I feel like we're ready for them. You'll join me, won't you?
I'd be honored to, Aunt.
Nice. Was able to solve 2 more before we go to the manor. She's healed the land with the help of her nephew. And then his mystery is solved. his aunt accepted his help, his ways, to protect the land. Let's go. I wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. I should check my notes. Okay. So they're able to write. They used magic in the kidnapping. They wear medium shoes. They have no pre-Manor history with Miss Deane. They know the grounds, or they have maps. They're Christian, they're not in mourning, and they are not staff. I feel like it would help if I knew whether or not Protestant was Christianity. But I feel like it would say... Wynne has maps of the manor. It doesn't say that she can do magic. I literally have found next to nothing about this person. My phone keeps buzzing. Okay. Well, we've solved that mystery. What do we even know about Miss Quinn?
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
I gather you and Miss Deane had a falling out of sorts? I suppose that is a way to describe it. I do not make friends easily, Mr. Ward. I have a great deal of responsibilities, and I am left with little time for socializing. Evelyn came to me for help deciphering a grimoire, an ancient tome of spells, that being my specialty. I liked her. She was curious and sharp, and she was exciting to be around. Chaotic, which was a nice break from how ordered the rest of my life was. We fast became friends. Then one of her friends in the order showed up with a Sufi, who had, or claimed to have, an original copy of the Picatrix, with annotations not copied into later editions. She had to see it, of course, and all she needed to do was to steal some of my books as payment. And denounce me publicly, too. Though I still don't understand the why of that. To stop me coming after her, I suppose. I couldn't, though. I was heartbroken. I washed my hands of it all and returned to my work. I would have been wiser to stick to my books in the first place. Thought I'd talk to her about this. Did you leave this behind in the library, Miss Quinn? That is my handwriting, certainly. It looks like... Ah, it's one of my notes, magic theory. But I'm beyond the theorizing part now. That's quite a striking brooch you have. My sister gave it to me as a keepsake when I set off. A good luck charm, she called it. I hope that she's right. What do you know about well scrying? It's an Irish tradition, gazing into a well and asking for answers. It doesn't seem to have transferred to England like you might expect of a mostly secular spiritual practice. It might be that it only works, at least as it's known, in Ireland, I wonder. Miss Cal was kind enough to lead me in a session. I wanted to see that my sisters were well. I trust they are. Yes, when I saw them, they seemed fine, thank God. Okay. I can't say I was expecting all that out of a masked ball. Nor I. I never expected Marquess Blake would be the sort to allow such a thing. Maybe I'm not as good a judge of character as I thought.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Okay. Oh, it's this way. Alright, well we are half past. I don't know what I'm looking for Mr. Scarrett. It still tells me that I need to investigate his room. There we go. I keep adjusting the location of my mic. Because for some reason I just don't have it in a good spot. It's not in a bad spot, but it's not where I want it to be either. Creak. Creak. It is something. Map. Mr. Scarrett's room. No one is inside. Full of stubbed out cigars. Yep, makes sense. A copy of the King James Bible. It seems well read. A letter addressed to Apprentice Scarrett. That was he was removed from the order and he has no power. Various writings, but the one that stands out is about the upcoming seance. Imagine this is where you get the information that I think he wants to be the ghost. We've already inspected that. Oh! 4, 5, 1. So that's what it was for. I was right. The dagger. It looks more ceremonial than practical. Some tarot cards with a note. The cards I drew for you, Michael. Make of it what you will. E.D. 3 cards, one marked the Hanged Man, another the 10 of Pentacles, and finally the Death card. What do they mean? Well, we can talk to Miss Mantovani to find out what they mean. If I knew where she was. Which of course I don't! No! I don't see her room. Oh. It's on the other side. If she's in there, then I won't be able to talk to her. Can't hear anything. Okay, so she's not in here. Maybe she's at the church. Because she's dying. Okay, maybe she went to the church to, like, I don't know, have some peace. Because supposedly she's supposed to die tonight. That looks way more ominous than it did during the day. She is not. Maybe she's in the drawing room? There's so many places she could be. I could just go talk to Mr. Scarrett, though. I think he's still at the bar. Who knows? Maybe Miss Mantovani's also at the bar.
We meet again.
I drew some tarot cards for myself, but I cannot make out the meaning. You want my help? Naturally, of course. Tell me, what cards did you draw? The Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. Is that good? By Jove, I've had a similar spread myself recently. And the message is clear. The cards are saying there is an important moment in our futures, one in which we can greatly influence things to come, but at some great cost to ourselves. Will we make that sacrifice when the time comes? That is hard to know, but speaking for myself, I intend to. Are you ready for the end, Mr. Scarrett? Had a few glasses, have you, Mr. Ward? Ready to set the world's wrongs to right, huh? Quite alright. Doesn't bother me. I've had to face up to it, of course. I'm not getting any younger. It absolutely terrified me, of course. Death. Whoever is ready. Really ready. Well, I suppose I am. Now. Spent a fortune looking for ways out. Mundane or magical. Sadly, not something money can buy. But in the pursuit of a spell, amulet, or ointment to buy myself more time, I met one of the other guests who is now here, Miss Evelyn Deane. We talked. She listened to me, gave me readings. She helped me realize what I was scared of. She convinced me that I didn't have to be scared anymore. She showed me a path to controlling the fear. So yes, thanks to her, I am ready for the end. It's to take his life. Immortalized as the first ghost. If you speak from beyond the grave. It's like some of these we already knew, but we had to find the specific
So he
clue.
will be a nearby and willing ghost, letting him be the one that communicates with the living. He thinks doing this will make him famous in death. I need to find and confront him about this.
Well, you don't need to find him, you just need to confront him.
We meet again, Miss.
Confront! Your goal is to take your own life and be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave.
And What a plan, yes? People across the globe and the ages will know this moment, this piercing of the veil, and with it, they will know the name Michael Skerritt. Impressive, eh?
Frankly, Mr. Skerritt, it turns my stomach.
What?
That the best way you can think to see out your days is by ending them in the hope of impressing who exactly?
The others here at the event. Businessmen back home. Or historians in the future. Such a pointless sacrifice. And you don't even know if it will work.
I believe it will work. Miss Mantovani can pull it off.
Perhaps she can. And she'll get all the accolades for it too. You know Louis Pasteur for his vaccines, or Joseph Lister for his antiseptic sprays. But not the people these were tested on. Even if this works, a substantial if, given the undertaking and the volume of ghosts already present in this god-forsaken manor, then it will be Miss Mantovani who is remembered. You will be a footnote, subject number 1, as she continues to perform the ritual, unlocking more secrets from beyond the grave, and have no doubt she will do it again, perhaps immediately. You'll be nearly dead, unable to answer a single question beyond, has this worked? You'll be tossed back so they can catch a bigger fish. Some legacy.
No, that's not fair. I would have given everything, the ultimate sacrifice. They have to remember me, love me.
There is nothing about this that anyone will love. Anyone who does dig into your story will only unearth your lifetime of failures.
And what would you have me do, Mr. Ward? You seem to have all the answers. Yes, I am old. Yes, I have no legacy to speak of. How would you see me change that path, if not at the Seance? You answer me that, and I shall stand down. You have my word.
With his resources and connections, there has to be something more meaningful he can achieve with the time he has left. Something that will get the recognition he so craves, whether he deserves it or not. He could do some real good in this world. I wonder if the charitable works of the late Marchioness could offer some inspiration.
We meet again.
That's true. I believe I know how you might assure your legacy, Mr. Skerritt, at least without...
If this is another dressing down, then I'd prefer it be less public. Come, to my room.
I know about the tarot reading that you received, and I know how you interpreted it. But there is another way to interpret it. Instead of sacrificing your life, your remaining time, sacrifice your money. You have so much wealth, so many connections. You could really do some good with the time you have left. Mary Blake, she undertook numerous charitable deeds and has statues erected for her. And more than that, people speak fondly of her. She is remembered and loved. You have the resources to do the same. Don't throw your life away. Refocus it and do some good in this world. Finally.
Marchioness Blake's good reputation did reach as far as London, and was mourned even there as a result. You make a compelling case, Mr. Ward, but would people not see it as disingenuous?
Genuine or not, you can make a much-needed difference. And that will be celebrated. You will be celebrated.
I love that I'm just a silhouette in the background, a Dracula-esque silhouette in the background.
And perhaps along the way you'll find you actually enjoy the good work.
I suppose there has been a gap to be filled since her passing. Perhaps I can do something to help there. It is a better bet than death. All right, so I gave you my word, and I stand by it now. When I return home, I will reach out to any foundations that suffered from the Marchioness's death and loss of funding. This could bloody well work, you know. Good chap. Well, Mr. Ward, you've given me a lot to think about. I should like some time alone with it.
Of course.
Mystery solved. Mr. Scarrett will no longer be attending the seance. He's decided upon a healthier way of building his legacy. Progress! Save as many people as you can within an hour. Okay. I'm pretty sure for Mr. Doyle and Mr. Sinnott, or Father Sinnott, I think I missed my chance.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't really have anything particularly new to discuss with him.
I'll take my leave.
Go with God.
I've discussed fetters with him before. It always, like, seems to undo that one. Okay, so that is done. Miss Montavani... She's going to die this weekend, yeah. Found a book of her poetry. It's his first time meeting Miss Deane. He's studied the manor grounds in detail. They're not in mourning. He is in mourning. His wife died. His shoes are too small. I think I just eliminated basically everybody. So I clearly eliminated someone that shouldn't have been eliminated. Yeah, so I've missed a ton of facts for him. And where is Father Sinnott? Oh, right above him. His attempts at drawing are poor, incomplete maps of the grounds, so it's not him. Oh, I uneliminated him, but it's definitely not him. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has no magical talents. I don't have a mystery to solve for her. I should attend the silent dinner. Okay. Something sinister going on here. I should see what I can find out about it. Alrighty. I feel like I've done all I can for the people that I can save. I still have no idea what to do for Miss Darcy. So, sorry, Miss Darcy. Your husband's just gonna haunt you forever, I guess. And there's an hourglass in the library. The bar closes. At the bar. I never got a mystery for Miss Quinn. So I don't know how to save her either.
Mr. Ward, how...
This is an odd question, Mr. Coventry, but have you noticed Mrs. Darcy's brooch? I have, yes. Hard not to spot a piece like that in my trade, but I must say it seemed familiar to me somehow. From what you've seen of it, do you think it matches this ring? That's how I know it. It was her man, Cecil Darcy, who told me of this event. He wanted his ring, this ring, resized for a lady's finger. He was unsure of the size of the ring finger, though, so he didn't get it done at the time. Imagine a man not knowing his wife's ring size. And this, the year of our Lord, 1897. Wow. So this might actually be the item we needed for Darcy. The young master, Walter Blake, do you know much of the lad? Well, not a whole lot. He was in a carriage accident some years back, the one his mother died in. I gather it left the boy scarred both mentally and physically. He doesn't come out when the hotel has guests. I relate to him, in a way. I lost my mother when I was young too, so at least he's not entirely alone. One couldn't be too lonely, I suppose, in a large house surrounded by staff. I find I just cannot sleep well here. I hope you're faring better. Well, I have pills that help with that sort of thing. I'd wager I could fall asleep on a battlefield once I've taken them. Nothing, not even dreams get through. Or at least, I certainly don't recall anything in the mornings. This is a fine location, is it not? I only wish I knew how to capture it. Do you paint, sir? In fact, I do. It helps keep my hands steady, which is useful for work. Have you painted much while here? Not as much as I'd hoped. There's so much happening that I'm not left with the energy. What have you painted? A landscape? I couldn't say, sir. It is work that was done in confidence. Oh, a commission. Something of the sort, but I couldn't say more. It wouldn't be gentlemanly. Your wife. Would you have a picture I could see? Those are in my room. I'll remember to take one when I'm next there to show you later on. Maybe he's not actually in mourning. You mentioned losing your wife. My condolences, sir. I did, yes. Lillian. Earlier this year. She turned quickly. We had access to doctors, but they could do little to ease her suffering. I'll confess, I am lost without her. Which, foolish as it sounds, is how I ended up here. Her illness took everything from me. The little I had left I spent to come here, on the hope that the claims about the seance are true. If I could see her, hear her, then I'd gladly give it all. Down to the very shirt on my back. Okay, so he is in mourning. Okay, so the ring, though.
Good day, and to you.
Where is Miss Darcy? Well, no, the bar's closed now. We might save her yet. She's still at the bar, never mind. It said the bar closed and it lied to me. Oh my god, wait. My little Angie. Oh, I didn't mean to. The bell! We need the bell visible. I didn't animate it for nothing. There we go. I'm even more in the way now. Okay, bar. We're going to the bar.
Mr. Ward.
Here, Mrs. Darcy. Do you happen to recognize this ring? I owe you a couple of pixels that I'm hiding behind the PNG. I don't know how to give pixels over. Where did you get that? I found it around the hotel. Does it mean something to you? Not anymore. It was my husband's, the dog that he was. No, keep it. I won't look at that awful thing.
That was all.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
Okay, so where is... Oh, shit. Where is... What's his name? Forgot his name. Dupre. He's in the drawing room. Okay. Drawing room, drawing room. Where is the drawing room? We found the changing room. Turns out I needed the code to the bathhouse to get to the changing room, so I never would have been able to reach him when he was there.
Hello again, my friend.
Mr. Dupre, would this work for Mrs. Darcy's needs?
Let me see. You know, I think it will.
Hell yeah.
Come, let us first find Mrs. Darcy, and then a secluded area to perform the rite.
Oh my god, we finally did it. Whoa. Oh, he is very grumpy. Oh, he trapped him inside the ring.
Yes, I think he is gone.
Not quite. I've bound him to the ring. As long as it remains undamaged,
One
he can
ring to
torment
trap
you
them all.
no
Exactly.
further.
Well then, on my journey home, I shall lodge this into a clay sod and drop it off the side of the ferry. Thank you, gentlemen, both. I harbour no regret for what I did to that man. But I am glad he did not convince me to harm that stupid, selfish woman. Before coming here, I did not think this mystical business had anything to it. I wish I was still so naive. Seeing my husband's ghost was more than I wanted. I need not see another. I shall not be attending the seance. Now, if you will excuse me, Yes, I need to lie down for a while.
That is entirely fair. She's like, I'm no longer haunted, I just want to sleep. Now freed of the ghost, driving her to murder, she has dropped her vendetta against Miss Deane. The third light is now gone too. What thresholds do the lights measure? Nice. Okay. Hell yeah. Done. He is still missing, so I don't even have something to solve for him besides his disappearance. Sinnott and Doyle, I am almost 90% sure I cannot solve anymore. I think I missed my chance too. Mr. Coventry? I don't know. He claims to be missing his wife, but there's like nothing of her anywhere. You know? And then he painted Miss Deane. He can't save Odin. I know! He was like the coolest character. Mr. Farley, I have no idea what his whole thing is. But he's staff, so he's not... Like, it's not staff that's on this. Timetable. I'll need to go to the silent dinner to get the key, I think. Where's Miss Joyce? Let me go down to the basement. There's like... There's a spot that leads out towards the Blake residence. I just want to see... It's not here, is it? No. I don't want to miss getting the key. Like, I don't know if it's like an avoidable event, so I want to make sure I definitely don't miss it. We've resolved things for... most people. I feel like for the Blake family specifically, we have to go through their residence in order to solve any of their mysteries. Miss Montavani, I have no idea what mystery it is that I would have been solving. I never even fully profiled her, apparently. I wonder if I can learn what ails her. Things do not look good for her. She'll be dead sooner rather than later. Investigate their room. Okay, I mean we can go check and see room 5. Squeak. Oh. Right. Right. It's at the end of the hall. This hall. And she's at the bar. Yeah. I didn't mean to look at it, I meant to enter. Oops. Oh. Did I never find this? Go down to the... Not that one. Go to the... Thank you. Shit. No. No. How? Oh god, please. There we go. Nope. Damn it. No. No. Oh. That was it. I thought I had to do more. Hell yeah. Whoa. I probably shouldn't take this. Okay. I wasn't saying to take it, I just don't know the significance of it. Empty bottles of medication. Must be to manage her symptoms. I wonder, has she been seeing a doctor while here? Okay, well then what's the significance of the money? A copy of Malambra by the Italian writer Antonio Fagazzaro. Have I never, like... A shawl, no doubt, for the cold weather. Her contract for the event, signed between her and Vincent Barley. I would wager this is an unusually high fee for such an event. Certainly, I am being overpaid to be here, and she is receiving that many times over. A postal orders to La Casina Mantovani. Miss Mantovani is planning to send money home to Italy. A recent Italian newspaper. It seems to be from the same region as her family is from. She seems to be keeping an eye on local news there. A vandalized flyer for the Grand Seance. This must be the same one Miss Mantovani found stabbed onto her door. This passage. It's the same one I found so heavily marked in Mrs. Joyce's Bible. A man or a woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their heads. But why would she be so fixated on Miss Mantovani? A fresh-looking tarot deck. It must be a spare. Just a comb. The suspicious comb. A photograph of a young Miss Mantovani with a mother. Grandmother, maybe? Miss Mantovani's family seems very important to her. A group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look a bit like Miss Mantovani. This must be her family and their home. A number of blood-stained handkerchiefs. Another symptom of her illness, no doubt. A note from Mr. Dupre confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It does not say a time. Her schedule for this weekend. I've noted her movements in my timetable. Well, I should have done that sooner. I did not. Posters for events Carmela Mantovani has headlined in the past. She really has traveled the world for this stuff. I would think this is a strange thing to bring, but maybe it suggests she travels often and without much notice. She might be bringing things from one event to another by mistake, or as mementos of her work. Some dress clothes, nothing important. Okay. She's in the drawing room. Mr. Dupre, our discussion on Tuesday left me thinking, I hope you would forgive me, but could we meet? To discuss business. I have a funeral to plan, and cannot view our meeting as merely coincidence. I am giving my talk at 5 p.m. Saturday. Perhaps we could talk directly after. Carmilla. She's planning her own. A letter in Italian. The ink has small circular stains that I recognize as teardrops. The address is La Casina Mantovani. There's little of interest in here. Medium-sized boots of fine Italian quality. Okay. I think that's everything that's in here. So let's go talk to Mr. Dupre again.
Hello again.
Miss Mantovani seems unwell. Indeed, someone who works so regularly with such forces takes a risk. The way she speaks of it and writes of it, it clearly takes a toll. We have made some arrangements, her and I, just in case. I'm hoping it won't come to that. Okay.
Not at all, Mr.
Then let's speak with her.
Signor what?
Forgive me if it's impolite to ask, but am I right in thinking an event such as this one must pay quite well for you? Is it impolite? I suppose it may be, so you and I, Signor, we will keep it a secret. It does pay well, very well. Better than I have hosted, before, in fact. I did not come here for the weather alone. I think Marquess Blake was very anxious for it to happen, you see. Do you have family back home, Miss Mantovani? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, and nephews than you could count. All in one another's pockets, knowing business and having opinions, laboring on the same farmlands, day in and out, with no hope for a better life. I miss them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me, but now, as I age, I had hoped. Do not mind me, Senor Lord. She's trying to do this so she can send home the money for it. Provide. Nope, it's not provide. It's, conduct the seance. Despite it killing her, as she wants to provide for her family.
Miss Mantovani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
Signor Ward.
Your goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing you, as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets, is it, Signor? I have had time to consider, to decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days. But at least this way, my death will have use. The last I've spent on this grand seance. It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect. But few things are, Signor Ward. I have a favor I must ask of you. Signor Ward, I believe you to be a good man. I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself. I have seen it in my cards. I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through. My family. I left when I was young. When I realized this gift gave me a way out. And what a life he has given me. I have performed in the old world and the new. Every kind of party I have been to. I even read for Queen Victoria. And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk. I could not have asked for more. But I do not have much left. All I earned, I spent. I could always earn more. But the time for that is at its end. I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Signor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room. Per favore, you must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have. When the seance is done, please, ensure my family gets the full amount. And let them know I am sorry that I left that I love them. Always.
Of course.
Grazie. Now, go.
Damn. Well, we can't save her, but we can at least make sure the money gets to her family. I'll put this away for safekeeping. I'll make sure it gets to Miss Mantovani's family. I can hardly imagine how the other guests are going to react. Would they go through with the seance if they found out what it would do to Miss Mantovani? I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't own their complicity. At least Miss Mantovani has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. Has asked me to ensure her family gets her money so her death is not in vain. Oh, okay. I mean, that still counts. Ooh, it went dim. Like the actual cylinder went dim. Do I have a key for Miss Quinn's room? I don't even think I ever went to their room. It looks like I do. I was so distracted by all the other mysteries I was so stuck on. No one's inside. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I'm close to my goal. The answer feels so near, down the next corridor, behind the next sigil. I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the seance. Maybe that is the dream's message? Some drawings. I'm not sure of what. Perhaps she should stick to her poetry. Wow. A published book of Miss Quinn's poetry, with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between the pages. Handled with care. They're closed for the event. None of it is noteworthy. A collection of mementos of deceased family members. Some cosmetics, but the collection is minimal. Miss Quinn isn't the type for it, apparently. A locket with 2 names etched into the framing, Alma and Julia. There's a photograph on either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. More photographs to memorialize the dead. A brooch containing a lock of hair. The back says Alexander Quinn, 1865 to 1896. Grimoires, most of them printed, one in Miss Quinn's hand, and all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. It seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. Dress clothes, nothing important. The Quinn family seems to have a lot of recently dead. No wonder there are any of them left at all. She is mourning the loss of many members of her family. told that ghosts can be bound to the world. So I've discussed that with her. But I have not discussed this one, a relic in memory of a Quinn family member recently passed. Miss Quinn's room has quite a few of these. Why so many? Where is Miss Quinn at the moment? We don't know. She might be in the library, though.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
Are you the sort to keep death mementos, Miss Quinn? At a certain point, it's all you can do. I have many. I keep my brother, Alexander, particularly close. He didn't die long ago. I miss him terribly. Forgive me, miss, but can I ask, how did you end up with the injuries you've sustained? How do I... Is it enough to say I have terrible luck? But there is some luck, I suppose, in the fact that I have only been scarred, and it hasn't killed me yet. You talk like there's something after you. It does look that way, Mr. Ward. Have you spotted a woman washing clothes in any strange places? I've seen her, yes. She's a Ben-Nye. Ben-Nye? I can't remember how they said it. A spirit of warning. Whoever's clothes she washes is fated to die. I do not know if it's preventable. But just in case, I've been trying to figure out whose clothes I saw her wash. But I've had no luck. In my defense, I've been largely preoccupied with saving my own, first and foremost. Have you noticed anything strange going on in this place? We are in a haunted house, sir. Of course it has strange goings-on. For example, last night when I was dressing for bed, I noticed that a panel of the wallpaper in my room was falling down. And this morning, it simply wasn't. It was the same wallpaper, but it looked as if someone had fixed it. Not the most spine-chilling of events, but inexplicable and something I might have found unsettling a lifetime ago.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Damn. It's Miss Montevani. Done this. I can try and talk to the others about it, see if they explain more and that unlocks anything.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Do you happen to know if there are a lot of deaths in the Quinn family? Do I? Of course, the whole family is cursed. There's not many of them left after all. There's not many of them left at all, I hear. Miss Quinn might be one of the last. I don't know the specifics of the curse, but I do know it to be true. Bad luck like that doesn't come about naturally. The poor dear. Hypothesis unlocked.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Save as many people as you can in 2 hours. Goal is to perform a ritual. Summoning ritual. to anchor the curse from the Quinn family. That doesn't make any sense. No. To remove it. I didn't see remove.
Miss Quinn wants to lift the curse on her family. I should find and confront her about this.
Well, we don't really need to go looking. She's right here.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Confront. Your goal is to perform a summoning ritual to remove the curse from the Quinn family.
You figured that out, did you? Why I'm nose deep in all these godforsaken books. You're right, of course. I will... Well, you have a look about you that says I don't have to plead the veracity of my case. Is that right? That's what all my work is about. I'm trying to lift the curse before it kills the last of us. But just our luck, I've reached a dead end. After everything. All this work, all this death, it couldn't just be simple. God forbid. God forbid I actually manage it. I have it, you know. The name of the woman who cursed my family. Biddy Eve O'Connor. And if I could only speak to her, I might be able to appease her. But there are too many spirits with her name. And without some item from her, I just cannot reach her. And I can't see what else I could do about it. I will keep trying, of course. But I think my fate is sealed. Mine and my little sisters. We'll all die like the rest of my family because of the cruelty of my ancestors. Bastards. All of them. And that's that. What else is there to say about it? I don't want to talk about this any longer. But, look, take this. If you find anything to do with it all, tell me, would you? God knows there's nothing else for it.
The O'Connor family research. Okay. Oh, Miss Barbosa. In the telegraph room. Hell yeah. She's basically spent her entire time here, in that one spot, or somewhere near it. That makes this way easier. That's the luggage room. Yes, more questions.
Well, I thought this might be useful to you, miss. It's research of the O'Connor family. I noticed it bears the same crest as your brooch.
What? But this is... There's so much detail here. Where did you get this?
It's Miss Quinn's work. She's been researching the O'Connor family for a ritual she wants to conduct. The woman she's focused on, a Biddy Eve O'Connor, had a son who emigrated. I was hoping you would check the date of his departure against that of your father.
Yes, they line up. But his name is Seamus O'Connor, not Shay. A cousin, maybe.
Hang on, I can't believe I didn't make the connection before now. But Shay is often used as a shorthand for Seamus.
So I have been looking for the wrong name?
It is possible. Or we may have the wrong man altogether.
So, this doesn't mean...
No, it does not. But Miss Quinn says her ritual is a matter of life and death, and that she requires an item from that family. Which, it turns out, may be your family. My hope is that the brooch came from her mother. So, do you think she might borrow that brooch of yours for her purpose? If she is right, it would not only help her, but also confirm we have the right man.
Then how can I refuse? Come, let us find the Queen woman.
I'm solving all the mysteries, oh my god. And I did it in 2 hours of game time. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Miss Barbosa. This could well save the lives of the last people that truly matter to me.
I do not understand how being in a bathroom with two strangers is helping, but I'm eager to learn.
And I appreciate it. All right. One more time. Hear me, Biddy Eve O'Connor. I call you from beyond the grave. Hear me, child of the family you damned. Hear me, so that we may bury all this grief.
Santo Cristo, fantasma.
Are you Biddy Eve O'Connor? The same Biddy Eve O'Connor that cursed Fionn Quinn and his descendants? Good. My name is Quarantine Quinn. I am of the third generation of the Quinn family since Fionn Quinn, and now one of the three of us that remain. It is myself and my two sisters. The people that wronged you, and they did wrong you, I will not deny it. They're long since dead by your curse. My ancestors sinned against you, but we did not. For the sake of my life, for my dear sisters' lives, I implore you to release us from your curse. Would you consider this? Now the man who hurt you so is dead. Excellent. All right. Let me think. Do you require your bones to be laid to rest?
What does that mean?
If too many candles blow out, the ritual will be over, spent, and I will have lost my chance. My family will be doomed.
Oh.
Do you have some unfinished business here that I could see to on your behalf?
Uh-oh.
How many candles are too many?
I don't know, but I don't like the chances. The spell is already failing. I don't think it will survive another wrong question. Another extinguished candle.
What did your ancestors do to deserve all this?
They betrayed their fellow Catholics to the crown, and then they took the land. Oh, maybe, Biddy O'Connor, you would have me relinquish my claim on that land, the money from it. Oh, why didn't I see it? Miss Barbosa, Inez, would you accept the Quinn lands and the money we made from it?
What?
It was ill-got. It shouldn't be ours. And if it will satisfy Biddy O'Connor for her descendant to have it, will you take it? Please.
You are serious? Yes. I will accept it.
Biddy Eve O'Connor, from the bottom of my heart, I offer you my deepest apologies for all the wrong done to you. And my promise. The Quinn fortune will go to Inez Barbosa. She can do with it as she likes. I will relinquish every acre and every penny of it immediately. This I swear to you on my honor and my life. And if that's all that need be said, then I bid you goodbye, Biddy O'Connor, and thank you. May you rest in peace. Come, Miss Barbosa. We'll go to the telegraph room and send word to my lawyers so they can get the paperwork in order.
Lead the way, I suppose.
You'll be needed too, Mr. Ward. To witness. Come along, would you?
Well, alright then. Another 2 solved. Potentially. Potentially
I know
2.
this is a seance, but I did not expect to see a ghost quite so close. And for her to be my grandmother.
Yes. I am sure it is a lot to take in. But look, that hardly matters now. I'm going to write to my solicitor and have him prepare everything for you. All we will need then is to get the deeds to you. Now, you sign here to prove you accepted them. Then you here, Mr. Ward, as witness.
So you were serious? It was not a lie to trick the spirit.
Well, completely and utterly serious, Miss Barbosa. One does not trick ghosts and come off the better for it.
Inês. Just call me Inês. All this? It's hard to comprehend.
Well, you have the rest of your life to get your head around it, Inez. And now, so do I. And if I am to call you that, then you must call me Quarantine. I've always hated Miss Quinn.
If you say so, Quarantine. Plenty of time to get familiar now, yes?
Isn't there just? But you know, I think I am done with summoning the damned. I'm going to skip the seance and do something I've not done for some time. Think about the future.
Very good. And I now have my father's real name. Seamus O'Connor. As much as I value the lands and wealth, that is the real treasure in all of this.
Hell yeah. Apparently, yes, I am winning. I've solved, in 2 hours, like 5 different mysteries. Miss Quinn will no longer be attending the seance. She's removed the generational curse on her family by returning their lands and wealth to those they wronged. Glorious. Okay, so we have not actually solved hers. Yes, more questions. Now you know your father's real name. Yes, Seamus. Ironically like the porter who annoys me so much. My mother said my father was also an annoying gringo. Cheeky, she said. But she said it with a twinkle in her eye. She never really let him go, I think. And now I know my grandmother's name too. Eve. I am Ines Eva Barbosa, a tribute to her, perhaps. Unless we stop her and help. It's good. Save her from herself. Big Coffee Bean's mom is like that too. She'll try and do everything on her own unless we come around and make sure that she doesn't need our help with it. I like that name too. I think it's very pretty. For what she has done for me this day, I will certainly carry on as if that were true. Okay. Maybe I should be investigating her room, because I don't actually know what her mystery is.
Sure.
Quinn's done. Whole top row. Done. We done did it. Mr. O'Finn is missing, so we can't do that, but we're getting there. We have like 10 minutes left of game time to try and solve her mystery. Hand me down. We retrieved the telegram. None of these lead to anything else. Okay, maybe I should talk to her about like her brooch and stuff. I notice you're picking up some of the local fashion. I left in a hurry and packed light. What would you have me do? Freeze? Well, alright then. Your brooch, it looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland, and he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me, so I would have something of his. Do you have much in the way of family back home? None. My mother was an escaped slave. She raised me in a Quilombo. I lived there my whole life, almost entirely not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust the outside. But last year, my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried a mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It's all I have left of her. A man saw us that day, a captain of the forest, who had run-ins with my mother in her camp. His job was to recapture slaves, back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. Then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Quilombo? Is that how you say it? Quilombo? Quilombo? I don't know, I'm probably not enunciating it right. Sometimes I read too fast to enunciate props, really do. Those they did not kill, they captured, and so my home was destroyed, and my family killed and scattered. My lord, that is awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I will find something good in that freedom, but not yet. I will spend the morning recovering from the party, I think. Except, there's a mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5, I will go to before that lunch. And then there's the silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it in the seance? I don't know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, I think, to prepare myself.
I have.
Sure.
The U in QUI is silent unless it has the... I can't see what accent that is on it. That's good to know. Keeps putting me back on Miss Mantovani. Oh, an umlaut. That's what it's called in German. I don't have, like, a mystery to solve for her. I think I just finished it. Maybe I already stopped her going to the seance? I don't actually know. In German, if there's an umlaut over a U, it's an U sound. Okay. Who else do we have? Mr. Blake, Mr. Sinnott, Mr. Doyle, and Mr. Coventry. Exactly. Okay, so to finish his, I'd have to talk to the youngest Blake. We've got almost everybody. So I'm pretty happy with that. We have basically 8 actions left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass the time. Unfortunately for Miss Barbosa, I don't think I can save her. I might have actually lost my chance to do so. Because I don't have a single mystery to go over for her. Exactly. Not completely, thankfully. If we do finish the game early enough today, I'll probably hop on 14 and continue my character. Where the hell is the dining hall again? Is it in here? Oh, dining room, this way. Yes. But we still have a whole section to go through. I never got his key either,
silent dinner.
so I actually didn't get to search his room and investigate him.
A reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here. No talking, please, unless you'd like to upset our guests, and they're unnerved by staring, so none of that.
You're facing the absolute today? Hell yeah.
Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall, though of course your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone. That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
Oh.
Ghosts? Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed. Mrs. Lau's husband. Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away?
Oh.
Alexander Quinn? Eamon?
She's facing away. He canceled all of the funding for all of the charities she had started after she passed.
I did not think that you could actually could have. I suppose I shouldn't stare. Varley said it upsets them.
You're thinking of getting Beyblades? You want to get your childhood back? I mean, as long as you're not, like, overdoing it and filling an entire room with them, I don't see the problem in that.
Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat. What is this? There is a key here.
Yeah, they said they would give you the key.
Blake residence now. Mrs. Joyce, I assume. Well, perhaps it's time for me to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
Only 8 in one set? That's fair. I don't know how expensive Beyblades are now. They may have reached like a collector market, but I don't think so. Basement annex. Oh, okay, I see. This is what it would have led to if I had gone through. Now you can't get the Beyblade song out of your head. There's less than 1 hour to the seance. Entering the Blake residence is the point of no return. Are you confident in the knowledge you have gained about the culprit and suspects thus far? Kind of. What is going on in here? It's all boarded up? I am checking something. I'm seeing, like, what it was I missed for Doyle and Sinnott. You chanted the thing. Everyone banned it from entering it in tournaments. Mrs. Joyce was right. Things are not right here. It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Oh, look at the time. Is this fresh? My god. A defaced family portrait. The nerd culture got worse when it became popular. I loved anime growing up. Drafts of invites for a handful of participants. Only O'Finn, Deane, and Mantovani's names are here. There's little of interest. These papers, the scrawlings on them are largely indecipherable, and many pages are ruined from liquid being spilt on them. Gather mystics. Seance will channel their life energy. Psychic jolt. When the veil is at its thinnest, open the portal. Wake the god from its sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. Makes you wonder, what is he trying to accomplish? What state of mind was he in? What state of mind is he in? The statues have been blindfolded. A defaced family portrait. Why is this supposed to be an elevator? Oh, you know what? Actually, no, that makes sense. This must be to allow Walter Blake to move between floors. Yeah, he is in a wheelchair. A portrait of the Blake family. There's another one of these in the atrium. If I remember correctly, they look quite similar. Why are there gates in here? And why are they locked? Another defaced portrait. Looks to be a sort of lineage map. It starts with 3 names from long ago. Aberfin, Emergen, and Eramon. It works its way down, then, to modern times. At the bottom, many names are struck out, but 2 are circled. Evelyn Deane and Domhnall O'Finn. The 3rd lineage has been erased after the name Grain near Emergen? There's definitely, like, syllables in that aren't pronounced. The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of the Malaysian who locked it. He plans to just completely release the old gods, I think. Work on distilling power from blood. A periodic table with the names, abbreviations, and details of the elements. Weeping Angels flashbacks. Research for various contraptions like the voltaic battery in the telegraph room. I'm the third bloodline. That's why I was invited here. That's not true. I was invited here by the staff. Schematics for some kind of machine that harnesses lightning to some end. This book seems to be part science, part occult. An attempt to marry the two? I don't understand the text as a whole, but some parts of the grid have been circled. I can't begin to imagine what this represents. Whatever meaning this may have, it's lost on me. 745326. A range of scientific equipment, but I cannot make out the specifics of the experiment, if indeed these all relate to the one project. The dilution of generations. A smear would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop could be wasted to ensure success. Then a note. The blood must be fresh. They cannot perish before exsanguination. Jars full of human organs and animals, preserved in a strange fluid. Or is his family the last bloodline, and he plans to use his son? Financials, including land and other assets. Books written in many languages, none of which I can read. Books on magic and fringe sciences, a very different selection to the library in the hotel. There must be a code here, but which buttons in what order? Okay, so I need to look at the periodic table and check which ones coincide with the numbers. Records. $74 53 26. So W I so iodine and iron. It's wife. He plans to try and bring his wife back by sacrificing his son. I'm calling it now. I think. There must be a code here, but which buttons in what order? Where's iodine? Where's iron? There it is. You be fired. What? Are the floodboards shaking? Did I say floodboards? I think that was supposed to say floorboards. Okay, we've got the hidden door. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? I don't think I should touch anything in here. He's keeping her trapped here, like keeping her spirit trapped here. An account stating that once he has taken the fort here, Edward Blake forced himself on the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Granny Imerging, and she bore him a son, thus was the Blake line carried on. So yeah, it's his family, intertwined with the people of this place. There's no record of what happened to her after the birth. The letter P has been scrawled across the page with red ink. It seems to map the Blake lineage back as far as Edward Blake, the man who built this place and planted his family here. It looks like one branch of the family has been erased. I cannot make out any names, but from this they would be cousins of the Marquess. I've been robbed. I mean, I'm not a very big streamer. People don't know who I am. Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na Nog have been circled. That's the land of eternal youth, the Irish afterlife. Scrawled across this, we will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. The letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. Oh. Has Blake been sleeping in here? A simple projector with the lens cap still on, but it doesn't have any slides. Just light. Am I missing something? There could be something interesting in here. Little of interest. Find the safe code. Ooh. The listing of all Blake family birth records, with all names marked off but two, Jonathan Blake and Walter Blake. Across the page is scrawled, "It must be." There's no picture to be seen. Okay. Maybe there's something else in that other room. Either that, or the safe code is the same as what we used. I'm a big stream. Aw, thanks. Seeing if there's anything, like, actually in here that I can see without having to touch. Heya! Oh. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing alright. You experienced the worst pain. I'm sorry. An assortment of chemicals and poisons. From the notes, these seem to be ancient scrolls of dark magic. Records of experiments. I'm not knowledgeable enough to wholly make sense of them, but they seem unorthodox. Personal records of the Blakes, including various journals and other accounts over the years. Blueprints of the grounds. It seems he was looking for something hidden here. A sudden skin pain. Well, I hope it's nothing serious. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try the code we got from the book. He says this every time we walk in here. What's the code for this? Left for the first number, right for the second. Well, hang on, let me look at the number again. 74, 53, 26. Oh, it doesn't go up to 74. Okay. Man. It's gone now? Well, that's good. I'm glad it didn't stick around. Like, Pain sucks. I think we can all agree. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? Yes. Records. What if it's spelling Mary using this? Hmm. Maybe not. Where else could I even find the safe code? Wait, what are the letters that are circled? Because they keep saying things are circled. Schematics. It wasn't in here. Power from blood. Not an entire army. Tell them to go somewhere else. It's your room. How dare they? Gather mystics, Seance will channel. Letter S. Okay, so S. Where else was there red ink? Was it in that room? Because I don't think there was anything in that room. I think one of them was Y. Yes, it's a shrine. Declan, we understand. A record. So SP. Oh, I didn't mean to read that again. Okay, I think it was SP, and I think the last one was Y. Right? I think it was in these. Y. Yeah. Okay. S, P, and Y. What about that? Is there... Yes. So 16, 15, 39. $16, 15, 39. Oh, hell yeah. A pile of projector slides. And this, a stone with a hole carved in the center. Why would this be in a safe? The note says these hag stones will keep us safe during the seance. Make sure Walter has one. I may take one too. Stars? Is there a pattern hidden among the stars? I'll adjust the dials and see if a solution will make itself clear. I think... Oh. Okay. I've seen this before. In my dreams. I wonder... See, I don't cast a shadow. I'm Dracula. This is the same shape I've seen in my dreams. I wish I hadn't expected that. What are you hiding, Marquez? I seem to be in an empty closet, and we seem to have no indication that his son even exists so far. Somebody's coming.
My boy. It is time.
No one acknowledged. Yeah, I know.
I know this is hard for you.
Oh, by the way, you remember when I went into the basement and I did that one sigil and it was like that super pixel art little cutscene? The reference that was to the game that it's referencing was actually free on Epic Games. Thought that was pretty funny.
But think of your mother. Your sacrifice will bring her back to us. And bring you back to me. Your chair gone. Your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs. They're ready for you at the seance.
Oh, Dark Side Detectives.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
Oh, young master, you look so smart.
What?
His mother would be so proud.
She will be, yes.
I think he lost them both in that carriage accident.
We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
The
chair was empty. But both the Marquess and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real? Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
But you've only seen portraits of him as a young boy. Like a very young boy. Tales of a Little White Rabbit and the Value of Being Kind. I can't imagine it's ever been read. A collection of short stories for small children, each imparting a biblical lesson. It looks completely untouched, and yet it's lying on the floor as though it's just been read. Spotless alphabet blocks arranged to spell the word God in a wheelbarrow that looks as good as new. Strewn about as if they've been used, but absolutely pristine. Little of interest. A toy soldier in mint condition. I don't think it's ever been played with. Stories about a little boy's adventures on the hunt for long-lost treasure. There's no indication it's ever been opened. These meals were untouched and cold, but they're fresh, prepared earlier today. A painting of Mary Blake. A rocking horse. Its polish isn't even scratched. Nothing of note. A stuffed bear that looks as though it's never had the joy of being held. Yeah, no, the voice acting for this game is actually really well done. Not gonna lie. Oh. That portrait. I wonder.
The young master is here, but... No. Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher. Newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him. He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
Mary Blake, her expression is unhappy. Jonathan Blake, he looks younger here and more content. There's a glint of something missing from his expression. Hunger? Sorrow? I cannot tell. Forged paintings. Yeah, you know, I didn't expect the sun to not be real. After what I saw in the nursery, I took another look at the Blake family portrait, only to notice it's a forgery. It seems Walter was only recently painted in. What could this mean? Marquess Blake intends to sacrifice his son as the third bloodline for his ritual. To resurrect his wife. But he can't.
Walter Blake seems to be a shared hallucination between at least the staff and the Marquess. But the paintings of him, they are very real.
And Mr. Coventry paints.
He has been freshly painted in, over original paintings. It's a very good forgery. I only realized when I knew to look for it.
There's a new one? That's exciting.
How can that be?
There was
Perhaps.
a real one.
But even if this were the case, I'm not sure how it would help the...
The culprit is a
This level
skilled
of
painter?
replication, not just here, but in all the portraits, suggests
It's
the
Mr.
culprit is an
Coventry.
expert artist. I have picked up another fact about the culprit.
Oh my god.
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Walter Blake is not real. A skilled painter has been adding him to paintings. Walter Blake cannot be saved. He's not a real boy, but some form of mass hallucination that the Marquess and the staff are experiencing. This ritual, it doesn't seem like anyone is going to survive. It's also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Deane. I need to get out of there. Get out there and stop it. I had eliminated him, but he has to be it. He's studied the manor grounds in detail. This event is the first time he's meeting Miss Deane. He can write, and he can paint. He's a very skilled painter. It's getting too late, and I don't have enough time to follow up on this. I need to reach the hedge maze as quickly as possible for the ritual. As possible. If I could remember how to get out of here. There we go. Wait. Okay. For a second I thought the seance was at 8 instead of 9, and I was like, oh no. Warhammer 40k bolt? I lost track of time. The seance will be starting soon. I need to get out to the hedge maze and put a stop to this before it's too late. That reminds me, Warhammer 40k just got its update too, not that long ago. And I haven't played it yet. Walter's wheelchair. They wheeled it out this far, then abandoned it. What does Blake think is happening here? So they've sent through
The circle is
O'Finn
sealed.
and Deane
We call now upon the spirits.
because they have connection to the old bloodlines. And then the Marquess is going to be the one that has to go through the portal because he doesn't have a son. I think Mr. Coventry set it all up. Look at him sitting there in the back like a menacing menace. Looks like they've begun. There's an empty space here. It's for me. Waiting for me. I shouldn't keep them waiting any longer.
To come forth, be witnessed by us, be heard by us. Age posco. Nego te recusare.
Dracula.
Lord.
I'm alive. I'm okay. Or Camilla. She's... and the others. I don't know. Apprehend the suspect. Where are you? Whoever this is, they're trapped in some kind of energy field. Oh. Woo! The energy goes this way.
Goes this way. But how?
It's a great question.
My head.
Speak your name to enter.
It wants the culprit's name. But who?
Mr. Coventry.
Welcome, Simon.
Jesus. Bless you. I don't think I've jumped so hard playing anything else right now that actually got me so bad.
A collection of papers, a birth certificate, and a journal. It's the birth certificate of a Henry Blake, who seems to be the older cousin of Jonathan Blake, the actual heir to the title and lands here. His father died when he was still a young lad. Rather than pass the title and lands to Henry, an attempt was made on his life by Jonathan Blake's father. Henry's mother took him and fled. She died soon after, leaving him alone in the world. All he had were his father's notes, the notes that resulted in his death, among them the sigil. He spent much of his life studying the occult to make sense of the sigil. And eventually, much older, he returned to the manor, armed with the understanding of the ground's secrets. He had adopted the identity of Simon Coventry, a man who had also recently lost his wife. Over this, he bonded with the Marquess, and used that to gain the access he needed to search the grounds. He found the chamber his father had died opening, and was able to get inside. That is where he discovered Guivenu, locked in a deep sleep. The god's dreams already coloured by the events happening around him. Coventry took advantage of this through prayer and something he calls his Shrine of Images. And Guivenu's dreams reshaped the minds of everyone around him into thinking there was a Walter Blake who's been crippled in the accident that killed his mother.
Holy shit. I was not expecting this.
To unlock the gate, he needs Blake blood. It says here they are the last of the third Milesian bloodline. The Marquess will kill himself, thinking he both kills and frees his son. The god's dream can't force anyone to act outside of their interest. He couldn't be made to kill himself, but he could be tricked into doing it for the right reason. Then with Blake gone and the god freed, Coventry will ask for his reward, to have his youth returned. He will then take his place as the heir in the form of Walter Blake, the son with paintings, documents and mesmerized staff to vouch for him as the next in line to the title.
A sigil fell out of the pile. The tag says Miss Deane, so this is where it was brought. A bed with research materials on it. Was Coventry sleeping down here before the event? Here lies Norman Blake, died in Church Cave-In, 1805 to 1836, where it says, buried as he lived, alone, is scratched over frantically. Notes on the ritual I found under Miss Deane's bed, Mr. O'Finn's too. Some rough notes. O'Finn recognized me. After all these years, he was only a child when I visited his camp seeking their wisdom. Even my own flesh and blood didn't know me. In hindsight, I was probably memorable enough, a wealthy outsider coming to ask of their god. I shouldn't have panicked and attacked him, though. That was risky. But what if he outed me? Thankfully, I played in those catacombs as a lad and I knew all their secrets. My back is in agony today for it. I've taken most of a bottle to ease the pain. By tonight, back troubles will be a future problem. This time, I will care better for my joints. Various paintings of Walter Blake that Coventry must have discarded for whatever mistakes he feared people would see. The reference photograph was Henry Blake, 1840, written on the back. Okay. Whoa. There's more of them. They're closing in on the church. Your PC called quits. I'm so sorry. Oh. Wait. The Reverend. He's been murdered. He's moited. He found out who the culprit was. The Fae are inside the church. There's nowhere left to go. Oh, so, wait, do you know who the culprit is? It was Mr. Coventry, the guy who can paint. He made up Walter Blake, like the son doesn't exist. And he painted him into paintings and convinced the god that was trapped here through dreams to, like, manipulate the people that live in the manor, like the staff and the Marquess, into believing that he had a son, so that he would sacrifice himself to try and bring back his wife and son during this ritual, so that Coventry can send Deane, O'Finn, and Blake through the portal in return for getting his youth back, and then he was gonna pose as the son, as the heir. Like, I did not expect this story at all. Coventry. Henry Blake. He's praying to the entity. To the smithing god, Grievnew.
It's Mr. O'Finn. He seems to still be alive. I can't see a way to open this and get him out.
There's a valve.
Miss Deane! I need to find a way to get her out while she's still alive.
Oh.
Shh, shh. Now, Walter. No tears now. Not long to go. Mummy will be home soon. Thanks to you. You big, brave boy. This will only hurt a moment. Then Daddy will talk with the floating man and bring you and her back. Then we'll all be together again. One big, happy family. What are you doing here? I want to let you stop this.
Need to get through to him. Is to free Weavenu, the entity, in order to assume the role of his ancestral home? Wait. This is his ancestral home. Because his real identity is ousted heir. No, not Walter Blake, Henry Blake. That doesn't make any sense. Of his magical fabrication? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense either. Wait, his dead wife. There we go. That's why. I forgot to change that one.
Simon Coventry is really Henry Blake, ousted heir of the Blake title and fortunes. He has returned with the intent of using magic to reclaim what was taken from him. I need to stop him.
I understand now that Mr. Coventry is actually an heir to the Blake estate, Henry Blake. It keeps doing that. It keeps putting me back on Miss Mantovani. Cannot save your family. You have been tricked by Henry Blake so that he can take over your ancestral home. You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home.
But I would have all I could ever. Who was restraining me? And where is my son?
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Where is my boy? He should be here, shouldn't he? No.
Oh, that's pretty devastating.
No.
He's lived years. I think. Thinking he has a son. To his deceased wife.
I thought. No. I didn't.
Someone get this man a son.
Not my thoughts. Not at all. They were put there. There is no Walter. Just a cruel illusion. Oh, my boy. Taken from me. And Mary. My Mary. She is truly gone. Never coming back. Who would make a man think such things? Have such hope? You're right. I have been fooled. By a relation I did not even know existed. Fooled by the only real flesh and blood that I have.
Oh. Oh. Hell yeah. Get him.
Get off me, you fool! How could you do this to me? You gave me hope. You gave me a son, only to take them from me?
Some lucidity, is it? I am only doing to you what your grandfather did to me. I should have been the Marquess of Deane, and I will be. Islam, Jonathan.
You will be nothing!
Oh, they both fell in. That explains why he left everything to Walter Blake in his will, too. Marquess could not be saved. He was determined to resurrect his wife at any cost, but he had been tricked into nearly sacrificing himself by the ousted heir Henry Blake, posing as Simon Coventry.
The Tuatha De Danann and the Milesians faced off for the final time at the Battle of Tal'Tiu. After much death, a truce was called. They agreed to halve the land between them. However, the Milesians tricked the gods by claiming the top half, so the Tuatha De Danann went below ground through this here portal. We've stayed behind to build a lock for the portal that could only be opened again by him and the 3 Milesian leaders, using their blood.
Huh.
Once the portal was closed, he fell into a deep slumber, from which his dreams inspired those who lived here for millennia.
That's pretty crazy.
Came to the land once again.
Oh.
Oliver Cromwell and his forces arrived, led in this region by Edward Blake. They killed those living here, the people Guivna had formed a bond with over the generations. Their blood seeped into this chamber and tainted his dreams. He felt alone and scared. He feels alone and scared still.
Oh. It's okay, we'll send you home. Somehow.
He just wants to go home to his people.
Okay, I don't want to touch the dials. Henry Blake's, rather, paintings of himself inserted into the family as Walter Blake, right in front of Guivna, like a strange type of shrine. This must be how Coventry seeded that idea into the god's mind to keep it front and center in his thoughts, so they would be present in his dreams. Which is how it infiltrated the minds— ow! Okay, ghost. Minds of the staff and guests here, tricking everyone into believing the child was real. And how he clouded everyone's mind about Miss Deane's disappearance and her room. As well, the staff's minds as to their having met him before this event. A pillar with a sigil carved into it, but what is it for? These dials, they seem to be a kind of control panel. I should be able to arrange them in such a way as to allow me to perform a sigil here. But what sigil? Okay, this is to open, this is to close. We're missing one. Reveals doors hidden behind illusionary walls. Okay, hold on. These look much older than the vats. Perhaps they're the original locks that the Malaysians used to seal the gate? What are these vats? A painting of Mary. Henry Blake wielded grief like a whip to a slave. Is this grief now? Imprisoned here for an eternity? Something deep inside of me is screaming not to get any closer. That's fair. But I don't want to end up killing both Finn and Deane. So I'm gonna save. Just in case. Broken pillar. Clearly it had a sigil carved into it, but I cannot make it out now. Two out of 3 of the chamber sigils were found. Unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. But like... new Tomb Raider info rumors. That'd be pretty cool. What if I just turn around and leave? He can't. Okay. Oh. Coventry. Henry Blake. Oh, it like restarts the... I guess our only options are to open or close it. I don't have another sigil. So... oh, it's been confirmed. Hell yeah. Okay, I did save, so... something's happening. Oh, I set it to open. Well. Oh. Here we go. Well, I love Tomb Raider, so if there is gonna be a new one, look forward to eventually playing it. I'm pretty sure opening it kills both Deane and Ofen, though. I think I may have just made a mistake. Oh. Oh no. I may or may not have just destroyed the world. I ruined everything. Oh no! Gotta go back! You're doing me a concern. The fact that they even, like, have the horse die in the cutscene, too. They're just like, hey, yeah, you ruined literally everything. Not just... You didn't just kill Declan. Killed everyone. After all the trouble I went through to try and save everybody. I don't stream on Thursdays. I've never actually watched the Game Awards. I usually just hear about them after. Aw, spooky pets! I love that. Spooky babies! No lame announcements. Okay, hang on. Let me try and fix what I did.
He just...
He wants to go home. That's great. Need to close it though. Sorry, Queefnu. Okay, so it needs to be this way. On the outside. And then the inside. That. Something's happening. Okay. Yeah, so this is to close it. I try not to extinct it. Look. You said the penguins will overcome the humans? I've stopped the ritual.
So... this is where the man who saved my life spends his time.
You'll join me.
Yes. I think at the very least, I owe you a drink.
Freed from the vase's curse, Miss Hisham became obsessed with seeking out other cursed items hidden across the globe.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is one out there.
Miss Montavani's family were devastated with the news of her death, but at least her last wish had been carried out, and they were set for many comfortable years. Mr. O'Mara's angel led him deep into the unknown parts of the world. I never learned in search of what. With the curse lifted, Miss Quinn was free to raise her siblings in safety. She supported them only by her earnings as a poet. Mrs. Darcy disposed of her husband's ghost on her route home. She later turned the events of the manor into the acclaimed horror novel, Eldritch House. Mr. Hunter left the manor and spent his remaining years breeding champion horses for the MacLeod family. Free from his obligation, Mr. Dupre returned to New Orleans. With a newly opened mind, Mrs. Joyce accompanied him to the New World.
That's pretty cool.
Mr. Toussaint shared his account of the seance with his societal fellows, after which it was agreed he should spearhead a new department of supernatural investigations. He also published a paper, thoroughly correcting every element that Mrs. Darcy had embellished in her novel. Miss Callahan finally retired and passed the role of Dree on the Dr. Callahan. Mrs. Erickson destroyed all remnants of her magical persona and started a new life away from all things supernatural. Mrs. Lau and Miss MacLeod retired to a cottage outside London. They never attended another mystical event.
Good for them.
Mr. O'Finn went deep into the forest and was never seen again.
He was like, I'm done with all of you. Big Coffee Bean just brought me dinner. We're having,
Miss Murphy continued the studies she began under Miss Deane
cod and
and
mashed
used
potatoes.
that power to create a better life for herself.
Hell yeah.
With Miss Callahan's help, she was able to reunite with her daughter.
I love that.
Mr. Skerritt established the Skerritt Foundation, which set up schools and hospitals for the underprivileged. He is thought of fondly by those he helped.
Oh, it's a cod, like fish and mashed potatoes. Saved 17 out of the 21 people. I only missed 5 mysteries. So, Mr. Varley, I wasn't able to save. Miss Barbosa, Mr. Doyle, Miss Mantovani can't be saved. And Mr. Sinnott. I missed him too. Yeah, honestly, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. But I do need to eat dinner. So I think as far as playing 14, that might have to wait. I should probably end it here so I can make sure I eat something. Sacrifices were made. Some of them unavoidable, unfortunately. Hell yeah. I'm glad we got to see how it ends, though. Both the good and bad. Eventually, I'll probably try and do it where I save everyone, because I think that's the only way you'll find the third sigil you can use, because there is a third one you can use in that ending sequence. Food stream win. Even I do it sometimes. Yeah, I would hope you do. Eating is important. I don't think I could ever... I don't like eating in front of people. I don't think I could ever record myself eating. Anywho, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a good time. It's been chill. Tomorrow, we get to see our surprise. I'm super excited. But if you are new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy hanging out with us. It does help me out. And if you like the video, please like it. It's on sun energy. And if you dislike it, that's okay too. Either way, please take care, stay safe, stay sane. It's not too early. I am a bot. Either way, please make sure you take care. Make sure you stay hydrated, don't be like me. No, it's not. I will see you all next time, which is tomorrow. Bye!